Up YouTube? It is NZ Dreamer here, and today I want to talk about a vision that I had last year in 2024 about Vyasa, who is a Hindu sage that is immortal. Now, this vision that I had, it wasn't exactly like a normal kind of vision that you have. Like, it's more like an image that flashed in my head without me thinking about it on purpose. Now, pretty much for the context, I was getting into Hinduism, learning a lot about Hinduism, converted to Hinduism, and all that stuff, and I was like reading the scriptures, just learning about it, reading the Bhagavad Gita, etc., etc., and pretty much I was thinking a lot about Hinduism. I was really getting into it. I was getting really interested in it, and there was this fella called Vyasa who pretty much was this seer, this rishi that wrote the Bhagavad Gita and the Mahabharata, and I was thinking about him somewhat. Now, pretty much what happened was like one day I saw uh like an image in my head of Vyasa and what he looks like. If anyone doesn't know, Vyasa is a person who wrote many Hindu scriptures of the Vedas, the Mahabharata, and the Bhagavad Gita. Not also he wrote some of the Puranas. So he wrote the most important and famous scriptures of Hinduism. So pretty much the vision was I saw this like black and white photograph. It looked like a black and white photograph from the 800s, except it was like in a way better quality than most 1800s photographs. And pretty much I saw this like Hindu man with long. I saw this like Hindu man, this dark skinned Hindu man with Asian eyes. He looked like an Asian person, but he kind of looked like he was black. He looked like a black Asian person, like a dark skinned Asian person. Like he didn't have any black people features, but he was like a skinny, dark skinned black Chinese man. Like imagine like a Tibetan or a Southeast Asian. He kind of looked like that, except he was more swarthy, and he was wearing a traditional Hindu orange like thing, like kind of robe. I knew it was orange or like some color similar to that, even though it was black and white. And he had like a long curly hair. He had like a curly beard. He had like a beard that went down to here, and it was long and curly. And he had like a kind of a top knot on his head, and like lots of long hair coming out, there's like a hairstyle where girls wear like kind of a bun on top of their head and then like hair comes out of it. That's kind of what it looked like, and he was just standing there, had very like long, wise. He had long hair that was curly and it was grey, and he had like Chinese eyes. He looked like a black Chinese man with like long black curly hair, but it was grey now because he was an old man, and he was like standing in the middle of like this field in 1800s America, and there was like a barn behind him, and it looked like it was in the South. It looked like it was in a plantation. It was in the South or California or the Midwest. It was kind of in the plantation antebellum days, and I just saw what he looked like, and I knew it was Vyasa, or it's the Hindus call him Veda Vyasa, which means Vyasa who made the Vedas. It's kind of like calling Moses Torah Moses, or calling Jesus Gospel Jesus, or something like that. So yeah, pretty much it seems like Vyasa from the Hindu scriptures is a black looking Chinese man who is Tibetan, because people don't realize this, but Tibet used to be part of India, and a lot of like Tibetans are actually part Indian and they're Nepalese, and they're very like swarthy and tawny and black looking. So yeah, it's like in the traditional depictions of Vyasa, he kind of looks like a white man, and although there's nothing wrong with his depictions, he apparently looks like a black Chinese man. I don't mean black like African American or African or anything like that. I just mean like a dark skinned Chinese man. But like he wasn't like Chinese, but he was like he looked Asian. Like he was like Asian, but he was like dark skinned with black curly hair that became gray. So yeah, I think this is what Vyasa actually looked like and stuff. Like I think Vyasa was Tibetan. Now I don't know for sure. Like if there's a case, like I'm open to other positions, but this is a vision in my head that of what he looked like. And in Hinduism, it says that Vyasa is still alive. So I think that Vyasa, I was supposed to see it just so I could know what Vyasa looked like, so I could tell people what Vyasa looked like. And apparently, according to this vision that I had in my head, he's in America right now. So I guess Vyasa, he's going to start teaching Hinduism. Maybe he's going to make a public appearance or something. Or like, maybe like this is something personal for me. Like maybe if I go to America, I might see Vyasa. But it seems like for some reason, this like this Hindu sage is like in America for some reason. I don't know why he would be in America, but I guess there must be some reason why. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Um, I'm not sure like if I'm gonna release this yet, but if I release it soon, I'm gonna make a drawing of what he looked like to kind of show everyone what he looked like. You know, there's not many Asian ethnicities in India, but there are some, such as the Muslim people of Nagaland and Bangladesh. So, yeah, well, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. I'm Enzo Dreamer. I'm out. Peace.